Hi, I'm Nic Bartolotta, physical therapist and the co-creator of the Rolflex. And tonight we're going to be talking about how to use the Rolflex to help fix shin splints. So, for those of you that don't know, shin splints are when the muscle along the front of your shin and the lower leg, it's called the anterior tibialis, or there's another muscle called extensor digitorum longus, which runs all the way to the tips of your toes. The point is, those muscles attach right along the bone on your shin. And when you run, if they're really tight and are tugging hard enough, they will kind of tear away from the bone and create a very sharp sensation every time you step. And it'll feel like the whole front of your shin is bruised really badly. And each step becomes almost intolerable. So what you want to do with the Rolflex is actually start by treating the opposite muscle group, which is the calf. So we're going to open this to the fourth or fifth spot, depending on how big your leg is. Bring it around so that the yellow roller is on the bottom of your calf, down by the Achilles. And you're going to start by rolling and pulling fluid up the leg. So these black rollers are nice and comfortable. It's not going to hurt too bad on the area in my shin that I might have shin splints. And it's also going to help pull fluid and fresh blood through that entire area. Now, before we move on to actually treating the shin directly, we're going to find trigger points in the calf by getting the yellow roller directly over a trigger point and then starting to pump the foot and ankle, flexing back and forth. And we're going to trace that all the way down. So working from the upper calf to the lower calf and stopping right around where the Achilles tendon starts to get pretty much the only focal point. You want to stay in the muscle tissue of the calf. And you want to work both sides. So we have muscles on the outside of the calf here called the peroneals, and they help a lot with running, so we want to work those out. Center lower calf and then upper calf, even up close to behind the knee. Now, once you've done that, you're ready to try and release the shin directly. So we're going to spin the device around. Again, get the middle of that yellow roller right over the muscle, and it's not directly in front where the bone is, it's just off to the side. So don't go directly over the bone because that won't feel good. But first start by gently rolling down and then also pulling back up the leg, trying to move that fluid and get some fresh blood in there. And take note of any part of the muscle that feels like you have a trigger point, because you're going to come back to that spot, pinpoint and peg it with the Rolflex, with the roller, and then you're going to flex your foot up and point it back down nice and slow over each trigger point. The thing you want to be aware of is you want to be careful not to put too much pressure so that the shin splints get irritated, but you need to put enough pressure that you're actually stretching and releasing the tension that's causing that muscle to pull up away from the bone. And if you do this consistently, for about a week, usually it takes to start seeing a really big change in the shin splints. You'll feel immediate relief, obviously, because you've just put fresh oxygen and nutrients into the tissue. But to really get rid of the shin splints, they have to heal. And for anything to heal, first you have to get it out of the state in which it's being aggravated. So you have to release that pressure or tension, and then you have to leave it alone for at least 4 days for the tissue to start healing.